Doesn't it feel great to be alive? Hello, Main Event Baseball YouTube fans, or Main Event Baseball with Ryan YouTube fans. If you guys want to know at least one thing that is happening in less than a week from right now and tonight, it's going to be weird, it's going to be cool, and it's going to be awesome. And trust me, the one thing we're going to talk about in tonight's episode, other than Trevor Bauer making Long Island Duck history, is particularly one team in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League that is just 6 short days away from making baseball history. This is going to be one of those episodes. What's up, Main Event Baseball YouTube fans? I hope you guys, let me know what you guys think of the tripod stance. I do have it up currently. I don't really like the position, but if you guys like it, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. But so like I said, guys, tonight we are going to be talking about particularly the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. Now, in particular, we're going to be talking about one team that is one out of 3 new teams in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. But this team is unique because they will play all 97 of their regular season games on the road. Now think about that. Okay, think about a 97 game season. Okay, just under 100 games in independent baseball. And this team is named after a business, believe it or not. If you guys do not know about the Red Pocket Mobile team, then you guys need to do something. You need to look them up and all of that. The Red Pocket Mobile has been a sponsor in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League for the past 2 Pioneer League seasons. They have been the sponsor of the ABS, the automatic ball strike zone that has been in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. Now, what is really unique is for the past 2 years in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League, this has been nothing more than a company that was a sponsor of ABS. And obviously, if you have been to a Pioneer Independent Baseball League regular season game in the past 2 seasons, you may be familiar with this. Well, guys, we are only 6 days away from opening day for the 2026 Pioneer Independent Baseball League regular season. And we do have 12 teams that will play and participate in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. But 3 of the 12 teams are new to the league. The Long Beach Coast that will play in Long Beach, California, the Modesto Road Riders that will play in Modesto, California, and the Red Pocket Mobile. Now, what is really unique about the Red Pocket Mobile is it's not that they are named after a company. It is that they will play all 97 of their games on the road. Now, I don't know if there is another team that is competitive in independent baseball that plays all their games on the road. And I want to make one thing perfectly clear so we can all be on the same page. I am not counting the Savannah Bananas, the Texas Tailgaters, the Party Animals, the Coconuts. None of that I am not counting. Because those are teams that aren't. They are independent baseball league teams. However, they are not competitive. So, guys, like I said, guys, in only 6 days from now, or 6 nights, however you want to look at it, the Red Pocket Mobile team will play in Modesto. They will begin game 1 of a 6-game series against the Modesto Road Riders. That will be 2 out of the 3 new teams in the league taking on one another. Now, the Red Pocket Mobile team is going to be managed by Dimitri Young, a former big leaguer who was actually a manager in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League last season. He was the manager of the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. They were the old name, the Northern Colorado Owls. And if you guys if you guys want to know what Dimitri Young went through last year in the 2025 Pioneer League baseball season, I made another video on that, and you guys can go check it out. But like I said, let me ask you guys the question of playing 97 regular season games on the road. Think about that. You're living on a bus and hotel. You will not play a single home game. So you will not have a home opener. And you could be the one, I got bugs out here. You could be the one wild card that nobody is even looking at or paying attention to. So ladies and gentlemen, if you, I don't know where you guys live, but if you guys live in a city where there is a Pioneer League independent baseball team, it doesn't have to be right here in Boise, Idaho. It can be anywhere. It could be somewhere in California, Utah, Idaho, or Montana. If you were going to attend a Pioneer Independent Baseball League regular season game in 2026, I would ask you guys at least to catch one of the Red Pocket Mobile baseball team's game. The Red Pocket Mobile, they are going to play every team in the Pioneer League, okay? So if we're talking about the Red Pocket Mobiles, there are 11 more teams in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League, and the Red Pocket Mobiles will play each and every single one. And all you guys have to do is attend one. If you guys live right here in Boise, Idaho, like yours truly, the Red Pocket Mobile teams will be at Hawks Memorial Stadium in July and August, which is 2 times. So number one, guys, before you even attend a Red Pocket Mobile baseball team game, I want you to look at their schedule. I want you to find out when they play and where they play. If there was a baseball story that needed to be written, it would be on the Red Pocket Mobile team. And I mean, this past January, all they were known as is the Pioneer League travel team. And within a few months, they went from the Pioneer League travel team to the Red Pocket Mobile team. Now, you're probably asking me, does this team even have a spring training? Does this team even have, a preseason? And the answer is yes. They are using other stadiums in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League for their spring training and preseason. And just like all the other teams in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League, they have been recruiting. They have signed players out of the previous 2 drafts in the preseason, and will probably be taking another player in the midseason draft at Bryant Field in California later this season. But you know what, guys? I find it very unique that they are going to play 97 games on the road, and all the games in this season are going to be on the road. That is just something that, you just don't see every single day. 97 games on the road. I guess they will play the most games on the road in the 2026 Pioneer League season. But if you're counting them out, guys, I wouldn't count any team out going into opening day 6 nights from now. Any team out of the 12 in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League could win the 2026 Pioneer League championship game. But obviously, we will have to wait till September and find out all that. And who that will be. But you know what, guys? I'm very excited to watch them. I'm very excited to cover them. Yes, yours truly will be covering the Red Pocket Mobile team throughout the 2026 season. So, and I'm very excited and very honored to do it. I feel like it is a calling. It is something I cannot ignore on Main Event Baseball with Ryan, only on YouTube. And I look forward to seeing them play. I look forward to seeing them have success, get their first win, possibly make even more baseball history by being in the Pioneer League playoffs this season. Again, like I just said a little bit ago, we will have to wait till September to find out if that does or does not happen. But I want to get it from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think of a team that is playing competitive baseball in a independent baseball league, having to play 97 games, all 97 on the road. That's what I want to hear from you guys. I want to get your guys' input down below in the comment section. So definitely let me know what you guys think on that. Because I'm very curious to find out what you guys actually do think. Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Are you on the fence? Let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, guys, 6 nights from tonight will be opening day for the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. It will be 2026 opening day for Pioneer League Baseball. And if you guys are not very familiar with the Pioneer Independent Baseball League, I would at least recommend you go to at least one game of the 2026 regular season before you make your opinion. But you know what, guys? Now that we got that out of the way, it is time for us to talk about the second part of the episode on former MLB pitcher and a player who is playing independent baseball in the Atlantic League, Trevor Bauer. And you guys will not believe what he did last night. Okay, guys, obviously, now that we're going to talk about former MLB pitcher Trevor Bauer, who's in the Atlantic League, this was not what he did tonight. This was what happened last night. In case you guys don't know about the Atlantic League, it is another independent baseball league. It is a higher quality independent league than the Pioneer League. The majority players in the Atlantic League are players that played in AA, AAA baseball. There's possibly maybe one other player that is in the Atlantic League that was in MLB, but these are guys that were very, very high level minor league ball. Some of them actually played professional ball in Mexico, Korea, Taiwan, Japan. It's really one, if you look at it as a independent league, it has produced some of the greatest MLB players in the game, and it continues to be doing that to this day. I mean, over 90% of players that go into minor league ball and they go to AA and AAA, whatever, and they get released, they end up going to the Atlantic League. It's just the quality is higher, the competition is way, way tougher, and that is an independent league. That is the land of opportunity, because it is not only one or like 2 or 3 teams that are recommended to play for. You go to the Atlantic League, it doesn't matter if you're on the worst team or the best team, you have an extremely high opportunity to go back into minor league ball and possibly MLB. But getting to my point, guys, last night, Trevor Bauer, who has not pitched in MLB since 2021, he got banned, in case you guys don't know, for some sexual assault, harassment stuff. The league, MLB, would end up doing an investigation, suspending him. Then they banned him from ever playing in MLB again. And 2 years ago, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred lifted that ban. But at that time, only 2 years ago, Trevor Bauer was playing professional ball in Japan, and he was pitching at an elite level that he had never been in his entire career. Long story short, he signed with the Long Island Ducks of the Atlantic League this year, and he ended up back in the States pitching in the U.S. for the very first time since 2021. And last night, guys, in Long Island, New York, it was a very, very cold night. Trevor Bauer made history, particularly Long Island Ducks history. He became the very first player in the history of the Long Island Ducks to strike out 15 batters in one game. It's never been done in the history of the Long Island Ducks. The Long Island Ducks have been in the Atlantic League for 27 years, and history was made. But, I talk about it being history, but no one is surprised that Trevor Bauer is the one guy that made that history. I mean, this is a guy that throws 95, 97, 98 miles an hour on a fastball, yet alone. And, I really want to get you guys' input on this. I want to know, do you guys think that Trevor Bauer should be given the opportunity to come back to Major League Baseball and play? I would love to get you guys' input, all that down below in the comment section. So please definitely let me know what you guys think. Also, if you are a big fan of baseball on YouTube, Trevor Bauer has his very own YouTube channel, and I would highly recommend you go check that out. But it is it's like shocking. Well, it's really not that shocking that Trevor Bauer did what he did last night. If there's anybody that's going to make history in the Atlantic League on striking people out, it would definitely be Trevor Bauer. The guy is just built for it, So very happy for him. Congratulations, my salute to Trevor Bauer. I can't wait to watch that YouTube episode. But Trevor Bauer, man, he's a beast. He's an animal. There are people that are all supportive of him. There are people that are still on the fence. And that's where you guys going to come in, and when I want to know what you guys think. Should he be allowed to pitch back in MLB? I don't know, but every single outing Bauer has had in 2026 in the Atlantic League has been at least pretty darn good. In his second outing in the Atlantic League, he threw a no-hitter. There's a lot going on surrounding the name Trevor Bauer, but I would like to know, at least from you guys, if he should be allowed to come back to MLB? So that's the question I want to know from you guys. Leave it down below in the comment section. But yeah, Trevor Bauer striking out 15 batters last night to make Long Island Ducks history. Really, I'm not surprised that it happened. He would definitely be one of those guys to do it, and I'm definitely 100% not surprised. But I do want to hear from you guys, what you guys have to say, what you guys think. So let me know down below in the comments. But a guy that, at one point he was one of the best pitchers in MLB, and he is now in independent baseball. When we're talking about Trevor Bauer, who thought that Trevor Bauer would be playing in the Atlantic League? Did it, especially when this ban from MLB hit, who knew he would actually come back to the States and actually get the opportunity to pitch in the Atlantic League, which is kind of like the MLB baseball of independent baseball. So, but yeah, I mean, of course, guys, you're saying, well, there's no Frontier League or the American Association League. But, the Atlantic League is just a little bit more higher quality than the Frontier League. So that would be the difference between those two leagues, in case you guys were wondering. But, yeah, I mean, personally, I didn't think Trevor Bauer would be back in the States. When he got banned from MLB, I didn't see it happening, and it turns out it did happen. So I mean, we'll have to yeah. So but yeah, that is all I have for you guys on that, guys. But yeah, let me know down below if you think Trevor Bauer should be allowed back in MLB.